everybody, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I have a fun video for you guys today all about shopping at Costco. If you guys have been watching my channel in the last few weeks, I was talking about wanting to go back and get a membership renewed. We canceled it a couple years ago, but I've missed it like crazy, and Costco is one of my favorite stores to shop at. So we did sign back up. In case you didn't know, after watching that first video about whether or not we should go back, I got a lot of feedback from you guys, and I decided it was a good idea to go back and get a membership again and start shopping at Costco. So today I have 10 Costco shopping hacks that are going to help you to save the most money possible when shopping at Costco. So if you want to hear my best hacks for shopping at Costco, then stay tuned. Okay, first thing I want to say, and I mentioned this in a different video, but I think that video is going to go up after this one. If you hear lots of tweeting, it's because I've got the windows open and the birds are singing crazily right now. They're really happy that it's spring, and I am too. So they're tweeting themselves silly, and hopefully you don't mind. But anyway, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 10 best hacks for shopping at Costco that really are going to save you the most money and make that membership fee that you have to pay worth it. The first thing you should do when doing any grocery shopping, whether that's at Costco, Kroger's, Safeway, Publix, Meijer, wherever you buy your groceries, you need to make sure that you're using apps where you scan your grocery receipt and you get points that you can save for either cashback, gift cards, rewards, prizes, all kinds of stuff. I talked about these in my What's on My Phone video, and I want to share them with you guys because I really think they're important. And you can use these apps whether you're shopping at Costco or any other grocery store. So two of my favorites that I use every single time I grocery shop is Fetch Rewards. Fetch Rewards is one of my favorite apps because you earn points based on how much you spend, but then there are also certain items you get extra points back on. You can then turn your points in for gift cards, sweepstakes entries, prizes, games, all different types of things on Fetch. I love Fetch. It's my new favorite money-saving app as far as groceries are concerned because there aren't as many stipulations on what products are eligible. You earn points regardless of what products you purchase, and then like I said, there are certain products that do have extra points, like 350 points extra when you get the Oscar Mayer P3 protein and fiber plate. So it's a really easy app, and I have a link in the description box. If you're interested in signing up, you'll get bonus points in your account once you sign up through my link. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm just sharing with you guys. That's how I did it. My mom actually had it. She sent me her referral link and I used it and I got bonus points and she got bonus points. So I'm doing the same thing for you guys. So you'll get bonus points when you use my link and my referral code, and I will get bonus points if you sign up and use my link and referral code. So definitely sign up for Fetch. Also, Ibotta is the other one that I use, and this one's a little bit more specific. There's a lot more products that you have to like certain things. So let's see here. You pick, like the Fage, the split cup, and you add that to your profile. Or maybe you want baby food. Now that one's a good one because it's 25 cents back on any brand of baby food. So that was a really nice one. There's also one for razors, which I need to do because I just bought razors yesterday. So it's food and some certain products that are non-food related. So definitely there is benefit in both, and you can use them both. You can use the same receipt on Ibotta and then turn around and scan that same receipt at Fetch Rewards and get points from both places. And Ibotta, once you get enough money in your account, you can transfer it to PayPal. So I use both of these every single week and I love them. You should definitely be using Fetch Rewards and Ibotta regardless of where you're shopping for your groceries and certain personal care and household items. I will have a link for both of those apps in the description box. You really need them, and they work at Costco as well. The second tip for shopping at Costco is make sure that you're not shopping during an ad gap week. If you've noticed, when you are a Costco member, the ads usually run from certain dates to certain dates. And then there's a gap of about 7 to 10 days in between one coupon book and deal book expiring and the new one starting. And not to say there's not good deals in Costco and there's not going to be things on sale in that gap week, but there are less items for sale in that time period where you're between ads, if that makes sense. So one ad will expire and then it may be 10 more days before the new ad, the new coupons, the new instant rebates become available. I try to only shop at Costco during an ad time, which usually runs about a couple weeks to a month, where you're getting the most savings because there's more products that have instant rebate on them versus if you're shopping in that gap week when there's not as many specials and promotions going on. So just be mindful of that. Pay attention to the dates in the coupon book that they'll send you in the mail if you're a member. You can also check on the website. I believe it also has the same coupons listed. I believe it also tells you when those coupons become available. So definitely make sure you're not shopping in a Costco ad Gap week. My third tip for shopping at Costco is not everything at Costco is cheaper. I mean, you've probably heard that from everybody before, but it really is true. And especially with us, when we were trying to decide if we wanted to go back and get a membership and trying to decide if it was going to be a good financial decision for us, we used the Kroger app a lot because that's primarily where I get our groceries. And so while we were at Costco, you know, they let you come in with a one-day pass just to look around. You can't buy anything with that pass, but you can definitely look around and get an idea of what things cost. So while we were at the store, I was using my Kroger app to compare the price, you know, per pound, per ounce, per package at Costco versus what I was paying for it at Kroger. So definitely there was quite a few times that it was not actually cheaper at Costco, at least not their regular price. So that would be an item I would want to wait until it was either on sale at Costco and then check the price again and compare them again, or get that item at Kroger. My fourth tip for shopping at Costco is you don't have to be a Costco member to shop at Costco. If you have a friend or relative that is a Costco member, they can actually buy you a Costco cash card and you can pay them back and they can put the money on this card. And then when you go to the store, instead of showing them your Costco member card, you're going to show them that you have a Costco cash card and you're able to shop at the store and get whatever you want with the member prices, but not actually have to have a membership. So that's a really great way to save money on a Costco membership, especially if you're the type of person that thinks maybe you won't go to Costco that often or you only want to go there for a few things. If you know somebody, have them get you that cash card, you know, maybe a couple times a year, stock up on what you need, and then, you know, shop at the regular store, grocery, Walmart, you know, wherever you shop the rest of the year. So one thing I was concerned about when I had heard about this was, you know, what happens if you spend more than you have on your Costco cash card? So let's say you go over by $100. At that point, you're able to pay that $100 difference with whatever payment method you have that's accepted by Costco. So Visa, cash, check, just pay that difference with your own method of payment after you have exhausted all of the money on the Costco cash card. Another thing that you can do to save money when shopping at Costco is sign up for the Costco City Visa credit card. Now, I know a lot of people are very anti-credit card, but if you're really smart and careful with it, I think it's going to be okay. We actually did this, which one of the reasons we did it was it ended up making the executive membership an even better deal. I went in fully planning to get the basic membership for $60, but ended up signing up for the executive membership again because it is nice that you do get the 2% rewards back from Costco. And then if you have the Costco Visa card, the credit card, you also get a percentage back from your purchase when you use that credit card at Costco. So it's definitely, it made it a better deal for us because I got that deal already, and then they gave $20 back for signing up for Costco. I got $60 back for opening the credit card. That made it a really even sweeter deal to go ahead and sign up for the executive. So we did do that, and we got the Costco credit card also. If you have the Costco Anywhere Visa card, you get an additional 2% back on purchases at Costco, 4% back on gas worldwide and at Costco, 3% back on travel, and 1% everywhere else. And then, like I said, I did get the $60 bonus reward check that's going to be sent to me by opening the credit card. So I don't know if that's a deal that's going to be going on the next time you go to Costco, but definitely ask if there's any promotions because it's a good deal to it's a good way to double dip because over here I'm going to be getting 2% back from Costco for being an executive member. But then also by using my Costco City credit card, I'm going to be getting the extra percentage back when I use that credit card. So it's a really great option, I think. It's a win-win. Costco Anywhere cardholders also get an extra 24-month of warranty on any product purchased at Costco. So that, again, is a huge value because an extended warranty can cost you quite a bit of money on top of your purchase, you know, the original purchase of the item. So having that Costco Visa card is actually and getting the extra warranty term is a great reason to sign up for the credit card. One thing I will say that I kind of feel a little bit annoyed about, and I wish that they had told me this when I signed up. They did not tell me this, and I think you guys should know. If you sign up for the Costco City Visa credit card, and you close your Costco membership, like you stop being a member and you don't go back anymore, they will actually automatically close your credit card account, which can look bad on your credit. It probably won't make a huge deal, but it can definitely look a little bit bad on your credit if a credit card company closes your card without you requesting it. It can poorly reflect on your credit report. So it is something to think about, and if I had known that at the time, I don't know that I would have signed up for the credit card. That's why I want to share with you guys in case it is a good deal to get the credit card if you want one already, and if you are not worried about maybe closing your Costco membership and having them close your credit card account too. It's just something to think about, and I want to throw that out there because I feel like they should have told me that when I signed up, and so I'm telling you guys so that you will not be unaware like I was. Another great Costco shopping hack is Costco has a lifetime return guarantee, with the exception of a few items like electronics and tires and things like that. But I really like that because I have to let you guys know I'm a returnaholic. Like, I tend to return things. I change my mind. I find a better deal somewhere else. Like, I just decide we don't need it, whatever the situation is. I feel like I always like to shop at stores that have a really generous return policy, because then I don't have to worry if it doesn't work out after a while. Like Bed Bath & Beyond is that way, Kohl's is that way, and I love that because Costco is that way too. Even right down to canceling your membership, which we just talked about a minute ago. You can cancel your Costco membership at any time in the year and get your membership fee back, whether you've been a member for 1 day or 10 years. So for people like me that likes to have a good exit strategy for pretty much anything, that makes me feel a lot better to shop there. So combined with their return policy on products and then their return policy on their membership, it makes me worry less about the money that I spent to pay for a membership if I know I can cancel it whenever I want. Also, downgrade or upgrade at any time. So if you got the executive membership and you realize that you're not shopping there as much as you thought and you don't want to pay that $120 for the year, you can downgrade. Or if you have the basic membership and you decided, you know, hey, I'm going to shop there a lot, I'm going to buy something really expensive, I want to get my homeowner's insurance through them, so I want to go ahead and upgrade to the executive, you can also do that and pay the difference. So it is a very flexible membership that you can cancel or upgrade or downgrade whenever you need to. And Costco also has a price adjustment policy, which again, for somebody like me who just has to get the best deal, if something goes on sale that you purchased previously at Costco, you can take your receipt in, and pretty much for a whole month they will adjust the price of whatever you bought if it went on sale. Just make sure you're saving your receipts and keeping track of, you know, what's on sale each week, even if you're not going to buy it that week. If you bought it last week and it was higher priced, next time you go within that month, take the receipt back and get a price adjustment. My 9th tip for shopping at Costco is pay attention to the price tags on the shelf at the store. Shopping at Costco is pay attention to the price tags on the shelf at the store. If you see an asterisk on the price tag, that means it's a product that's no longer going to be sold at Costco, and if you like it, or if it's a good deal, you should go ahead and get it while you can, because it may or may not be coming back. Sometimes they're permanently discontinued, and sometimes it's just a seasonal item that they'll get back in the next season. But it's probably going to be a while before you see it again. So definitely check the price tags and pay attention to that, because you may want to purchase a couple extra if it's going to be taken off the shelves. And my last tip for shopping at Costco is make sure before you go to Costco that you have room in your garage, your kitchen, your pantry, wherever you store food, that you have a place to keep all of the things you're going to get at Costco. And make sure that you have airtight containers and freezing containers that you can put all of your food in, so that it's not going to go bad while you were taking a little bit longer to go through it, if that makes sense. Because you're not going to save any money if food is going to waste because you forgot about it, or it gets bugs in it, or it gets stale and old or expired. Definitely make sure that you have room and you're cycling through that stuff quickly enough that you're making sure you're using it all. So those are my 10 best tips for shopping at Costco. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you got some great tips from it. I feel like especially the tip about the credit card, like that's a big one that I wish I had known before we signed up for the credit card. So I still think the credit card's a great option. You just have to kind of be aware that if you do cancel the membership at Costco, your credit card is also going to be canceled. But you don't have to just use it at Costco. You can use it at any other place that accepts Visa in the world. So we plan to use it for our gas on the way to Disney, because we're going to get 4% cash back from our gas purchase. I could have used it to pay for our Disney trip, which I didn't have it at the time, but if I had, I would have gotten 3% cash back for that. So it's definitely a great credit card to have. You just kind of have that loophole of you have to have a Costco membership to keep it. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what your favorite Costco shopping tip was that I shared, and let me know if you have any money saving hacks for shopping at Costco. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that I don't know yet that I'm still learning, or that you guys can share with me. So definitely leave that in the comments so we can all learn from each other about that. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell so you'll be notified every single week when I upload new videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.